Hey there, guys. I know it's been a while, but I feel like Discord, or at least some people on Discord, are trying to scam me. Like, I don't know what's happening, but stuff's getting sketchy real quick. So I'll just get into it. There's this random user called the Gaming Weeb who apparently a year ago tried to continue sending me invites to a server that I didn't join, and then last month he notified me that apparently someone logged into his account and reported random people on servers, including mine, and that apparently I wouldn't be notified about it, which I should have realized was immediately sketchy because I don't know why, but I feel like Discord would have told me about this. But anyways, you can read the whole thing here. And apparently, I thought he was being legit. So a while later, I asked him how I could explain to Discord that the claims were false. And he said to contact a member of the Discord staff named Yuetian. And he and Yuetian directed me to his LinkedIn profile. And it seemed legit. This is an actual senior software engineer at Discord. So I thought that they were being legit. So I was going along with what they were saying. But you might notice that when I click on this guy, it doesn't look like Yuetian. Well, I really don't know how to explain it. I'm looking for someone else to explain it for me because I just don't understand. I'm not Discord savvy, so I don't know how this could happen, but he he introduced himself as Senior Director UATN, and I put in my request for the fact that there's a false appeal. And I don't know if it's I don't know if this is true or not, but it says according to the system database, we've received massive multiple amounts of complaints about your account, which is a bannable offense as it goes against Discord terms of service slash community guidelines. Which it would make sense. So he said nothing to worry about. The user who has made the reports has already provided a follow up statement that you are not involved. However, as part of our process, you will still need to comply with terms of service so we can put proper documents in revoking the report. I thought that made sense, but if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, this partially doesn't make sense to me because if he says I'm not involved, well, then I shouldn't have to be involved in this any longer. But that's just my 2 cents. So he asked me to verify some stuff about me just to make sure that my Discord account's legit. He's going to start asking questions in regards to this case. The reason for his process is to make sure that the real owner will be the only one who receives this account because there's a black market on Discord where people can buy a stolen Discord account with connected payment method. So this is where things start to get sketchy for me because he then started asking me to send a payment to yes he started asking me to send a payment to an account that he would send back. That's where I immediately realized, oh, this was sketchy and I didn't want to go along with it. He but then again, earlier on he gave me information that I thought was legit, but then, one of my family members told me, well, hey, anyone can just send you a LinkedIn. That doesn't mean it's that person. And in retrospect, I should have thought of that because, as official as this looks, it's still sketchy as shit. I don't mean to use harsh language, but that's the truth. It's sketchy. He wants me to show recent transactions of my card/bank account. Now, I'm going to continue going through this, but just be aware that I'm going to edit the video to make sure that I blur some of this stuff because it is my private information. And while he acknowledges that it's my private information, uh, it's still kind of still very unacceptable. We're unable to remove the reports at this time because of the filings associated with your name regarding potential illegal purchase/payment disputes. Like you can read it for yourself, but I'm just showing you what's going on. For FDIC process to validate your identity, I will assist you in G2A. By utilizing G2A, we can gather all transactions linked to your identity using your Discord wallet. You just need to reach 100% of the Discord Digital Service Act to verify your account ownership. I would like to remind you that you're not spending anything here since all of this is fully covered by Discord FDIC. But doesn't that contradict the fact that I'm still sending money to you just so you can send it back? Like, I'm still sketchy of this guy at this point, and he wants me to go to G2A and pay $500. And thankfully, my bank opposed this. Like, my bank prevented this from happening because apparently the account that this money would have ended up in was the Philippines, and my bank prevents purchases that go outside the country without my say so in advance, which I didn't realize at the time, and thankfully my bank called me for fraud alert because of this. So he then decided to try to have me send money to different accounts, like from Aniba or World Remit. And the longer this went on, the more I just wanted this to be over, and I would have been okay with him just deleting my account because I didn't trust anything that was going on here. One of the payments almost went through, but my bank was able to turn it around and bring it back to me. Something went wrong. We were unable to process this payment. Please try again or try a different card. And yeah, he tried to have me pay with either Wayne Bank or Capital One in case something wasn't working, but thankfully Capital One also wasn't going along with whatever this was. So I'm gonna skip on ahead because a lot of it's just the same thing over and over again, and yeah, it's not yielding any results. He basically the definition of insanity where he's asking me to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And it gets to a point where he said, all this is verified, all right? Yes. And then he doesn't respond to me. I asked what's going on because apparently this account turned into B or whatever it was called beforehand. Like, I wish I recorded this a day before because it showed a full-on username that was completely different from UATon, and UATon showed up here. So I got immediate bad vibes from this. So I asked him, can I ask, when you left the first chat, a completely different account showed up? He said, there's nothing to worry about, since the conversation will be treated to the highest level of confidentiality, and as I said earlier, that everything is recorded here. But I really can't believe that at all because it's a completely different account. Why would the account change? He may be customer support, but that doesn't mean for whatever reason the customer support can just change accounts, right? Again, I don't know what's going on because I'm not an expert in how Discord works, but This is just sketchy as all hell, and it makes me think it's a completely different account and that he just fumbled the bag in whatever scam thing he's trying to pull. He tries to get things to work on my phone, and I had screen share up, and he said, "Hold on, you have Wise," and that was the final red flag that I was gonna take. I had enough of this guy. That's great. Can you go your Wise first, please? Yeah, no, thank you. I dropped the call because this guy was fishy as all hell. Sketchy. Please be informed that failure to comply will result in an immediate ban that leads to IP ban and account deletion. As federal law and state law is involved, Discord has the right to ban the user if the ban the account if the user fails to do the appeal. And then I basically said, I understand you're a legitimate member of Discord, but I am uncomfortable proceeding. I cannot continue with this. But before you ban me, just know when false claims like this happen, you need to have a better protection system against it. He ignores what I said and said we can still hold the case in your account to avoid getting permanent banned at this time, since it's not your fault that you can't comply because the problem is your bank. I just stopped talking to him at this point, and that hours later, whoop-de-doo, it's not UA Tian, it's some other user now. And I talked to the original guy and I said, don't ever speak to me again, because I had a strong feeling that this guy was involved in this scam that he sent me to in the first place, and immediately tried to get my accounts, basically exposed to a scammer, and then I'd be fished and scammed out my money. So, I basically told him never talk to me again. I feel like I should report this guy and these two accounts right here. And there was even this random other account that was trying to friend me, but I clicked X on it. It's basically a yellow Discord symbol with an S ... Now, there's this other account with T ... but that's actually one of my friends, so I trust that account. So don't go reporting that one. But these three, I'm heavily considering reporting. What should I do? That's all from me for today, but yeah, I want to know what to do here. I'm so confused. Is my account gonna get deleted? I don't know, but I just need some advice.